Hey, we are here with the fabulous Jessica Sanchez, Jessica E. Sanchez on Twitter.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming to Yahoo.
Thank you for inviting me.
I'm happy you did the first acoustic performance ever of Tonight here.
Yeah.
But obviously it's a very up-tempo club song.
Yes.
I know that on Idol you did a lot, you were more ballad heavy, and at the time, I'm going to be honest, I was like, she's 16 and she's an R&B diva.
Yeah.
So obviously now you're getting to do that sort of thing. The album, is it generally up-tempo?
Yeah, because even before Idol, when I did covers up on YouTube, I did a lot of more songs that were playing on the radio, like Rihanna and all that stuff, and Beyonce and all that. So it's good to, come back to that and show everybody that, this is what I really want to do. And the whole album shows that, and it shows me completely, and I'm very excited to just put that out there.
Is there a reason why that side of you didn't get to be seen more on Idol? Because we saw you all last night, and you were like dancing, and you had the cool J-Lo outfit on, and I was like loving it. And I'm like, this is awesome. How come we didn't see more of that before from you?
I went on Idol knowing that I couldn't really sing those kind of songs. I mean, people don't tune into Idol to watch you like dance and stuff. It's a singing show. So I went on there and I sang ballads, and that's what I used to sing when I was younger, when I was like 10 and stuff. So I mean, there's like two sides of me. I love doing ballads and showing my vocal ability, but I also love to be young and like sing these kind of songs, like more Beyonce, Rihanna kind of type songs, and that's what my album's about. There's a couple ballads here and there, but who I truly want to be is I want to be young. I want to be 17. I want to dance my booty off, and my album is up for pre-order on iTunes.
And it's called
Me and the Music.
What's the inspiration behind that title?
Just for my first album, I just want to stay connected to my fans and just really show them everything about me personally and just a new artist and everything. So I want to show them completely me, and I want them to connect to them, you, and then just my music in general. So
I had no idea you could dance like that. Have you ever taken dance lessons?
I didn't know I could dance like that either. Yeah, I mean, right after the finale, I informed them what kind of record I wanted to make, and they were like, reality is you can't just stand there and like sing these kind of songs and just stand there and do nothing. So I'm like, okay. So we started taking dancing classes, and I was very nervous the first time. I was like, I don't want to dance in front of you guys. Don't make me dance. And then after a while, I got the hang of it, and now I'm dancing in front of everybody.
Were you nervous to return to the Idol stage last night and bust out those moves?
Not really. I was more nervous just being there in that environment again, because I was backstage listening to Lazaro's results, and I was like gonna cry. I got all choked up and stuff because of all the memories. But when I got on stage with Nia, I was like, cool. I was like, I don't have to worry about being judged no more. I'm like good to go. I'm like a new person here, so it was good.
Tell me about working with Neo. That's pretty awesome for your first single to have, an A-list star like that singing with you.
Yeah. Actually, he actually co-produced Tonight with Stargate, and he's just an amazing artist. I walked into the studio and I was like freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh, that's Neo, because I've been such a big fan for a long time. He's very talented, very blessed, and he's so much fun to work with.
Did he give you any advice? He's been in the business on both sides of the, behind the scenes and front of the scenes for a while now.
Well, every single time I see him, he gives me tips here and there about touring, about, being comfortable on stage, and just about a bunch of stuff. So he's very sweet.
What's the best piece of advice that he gave you?
Well, last night I was getting a bit nervous, just, being on that stage again. And he was like, well, if you get nervous, all you got to do is just sing to the American Idol sign. And, like, don't worry about what everybody, thinks or their faces, because they're just going to stare at you and, because they're there to watch a show and stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'll listen. And, like, I don't know. He's so sweet. And he's so good at giving advice.
Now, when you went to Idol last night, obviously it's a different judging panel now. Was that interesting? Because, normally if it had been last year or whatever, we had J-Lo and Steven. You didn't get to reunite with your old judges.
Well, I did with Randy.
What was it like seeing Randy again?
It was amazing.
And Ryan.
And Ryan. It was awesome seeing them. It was just like bringing back memories again with the whole environment and the whole surroundings. So it was cool, but it was like bringing back weird feelings. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, yeah, that was weird. But seeing the new judges was like pretty cool too.
Did you get to speak with them? I believe they gave you a standing ovation.
Yeah, they did.
Which is very
I watched
flattering.
back. Yeah, and it was so sweet.
Did you get to speak with them at all?
No, I didn't.
Aww.
Yeah, I wanted to like run over there and give them all hugs and be like, I'm such a big fan of you guys, but like they had to call us back to get ready, for the show.
So let's talk about your album a bit more. You've mentioned it's up-tempo. You mentioned Stargate. Who else, what other producers have worked on it?
I worked with Toby Gad, Benny Benassi, Rodney Jerkins, tons of big people. Sia wrote a track on one of the songs. Yeah. Just so many amazing people, the Underdogs, just so many amazing producers, and I feel so blessed to have worked with them. It's like a big deal for me to come off the show and work with all these amazing people.
And you also mentioned that when you went to Interscope, you said, this is the kind of album I want to make.
Mm-hmm.
How was there any, I'm not going to say fight or argument, but obviously, there's a lot of cooks in the kitchen. How receptive were they to your ideas and letting you do your own thing? And, like, what was the process dealing with Jimmy and all that?
It was good. It was fine.
They agreed with the direction you wanted
definitely.
to go in?
And, I felt very strong about it. And I guess one thing about it was I had to prove myself to them. I had to prove, I could pull this stuff off. And that's what I did. I danced my booty off last night. And I proved to them that, this is the kind of music I want to do and I can pull it off. So
there was no one saying, no, we want you to do a bunch of ballads like you were famous for before?
No. And I'm so happy. They've really, been there for me and really supportive. And I'm so happy to be with a label like that. They're so amazing.
How come it's taken a little bit for your album to come out? In the past with Idol runner-ups, usually their albums came out kind of around the same time as the winners, like maybe a week or two apart. Was there a reason for it? Was it just because you wanted to take more time with it? Or, it's been a minute since...
It's been a while.
Philip's album came out in, I believe, November of last year. So.
Yeah, it's been a while, but I did want to make this album completely perfect. I heard the tracks every single time, and I was like, I got to fix this. I got to make sure that it's perfect for the supporters, because if I'm going to take my time, I want it to come out perfect. And that's what I believe it is now. So, it's up for pre-order on iTunes, and it comes out April 30th. So I'm just very excited to release it. Are
you going to go back to the Idol stage? So it's coming out right around the time, like a couple weeks before the Idol finale. Are you going to be back for the finale possibly?
I don't know. I hope so.
Let's put that out there. That should happen.
Yeah, I hope so.
Now, but you will be on Fox in another way coming up very soon in May. You are going to be on Glee, which is nuts. Tell me about that.
So I guess I'm going to be on the last 3 episodes of Glee, and I found out my role not too long ago. It's a student from a rival school, and I guess she's supposed to be like this legendary diva powerhouse singer. So you'll be hearing me do ballads again, which is cool because I've been doing a lot of, this urban R&B kind of stuff, and I can go back and show people that I can still sing.
Can you? Well, you can sing up tempo. Just because you're dancing doesn't mean you're not showing your voice. But I get what you're saying. Can you give us any hints or clues, or flat out just tell us what any of the songs you're going to be doing?
I have no idea.
Oh, you haven't filmed it yet?
No, not yet. It's coming up soon. I'm going to film soon, very, very soon.
Are you a mean girl character from the rival school, or are you a
nice
girl?
I guess they said that I'm like a powerhouse singer, like a diva and stuff, but I'm very like sweet and very
Is there any chance that I know at first it was supposed to be just 2 episodes, now it's 3. Is there any chance the role could get expanded into the next season?
I hope so. I hope so. I hope it's like my dance and I could just, be like, take on the challenge and show them that I can act. So we'll see.
I heard you took acting lessons for this. What was that like?
It's opened me up a lot more as a person and as an artist, just being more open to people and showing them who I really am. And it's kind of weird, too. The first time I was like, this is weird pretending to be somebody else and pretending that I'm like, doing this or that, but it's tons of fun. I love it.
What kind of acting exercises do they make you like, pretend to be a lion or some crazy stuff? Like,
one time, like, they made me pretend, he made me pretend that I was like a high school student, and like I had to convince him to give me like an A on my paper when I had like an F or something. I don't know, it was weird. Or like we look at each other and he tells me something about me and I tell him something about him. It's just like, it's weird exercises, but it's fun. It's cool.
Does it help you with your performance as a singer as well to take acting lessons?
Yeah, it definitely brings out my confidence and just opens me up as a person. It's cool in a lot of different ways.
Now, is there any more acting involved in your future? There were the rumors you were going to Broadway and Miss Saigon. I don't know if that turned out to be true.
Oh, those are just rumors, but okay. I hope so. One day, I would love to continue acting, and hopefully I can prove to everybody that I can act when I get on the show.
Very cool. What else is in the future for you? Obviously, the album's coming out next month. What else are you going to tour? I know you went to the Philippines recently and did some big shows there. What else do you have going on?
I mean, hopefully after the album comes out, it sells a lot and I can go on tour, not only around the country but like internationally too. I love traveling the world. Going to Manila by itself was so much fun.
It seemed like you were like the queen of Manila when you were over there. I saw the scenes it looked like you were playing in an arena.
Oh yeah, no, it really was like crazy. It was like 10,000 people there. It was insane, and I can't even like walk outside without like sunglasses. It's like really crazy. Our bodyguards. It's such a like different world over there for me. It's so weird.
Very cool. Have you kept in touch with any of your season 11 Idol castmates?
All the time. They always we always blow each other's phones up with like group messages, and they're always like talking about like some weird stuff and about coming back as a reunion and stuff. So, and I guess some of the idols just moved down to LA too, so we're all getting back together soon.
Tweet lots of pics.
We will.
Of you at your reunion. Well, thank you so much for coming to Yahoo and blessing us with your first acoustic performance. This is really awesome.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations on all your success.
Thank you.
And success to come.
Thank you.
We'll have you back sometime.
Thank you.
Thanks.